Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then welcome. My name is Maddie, and today I'll be talking about why I love Kyo from Fruits Basket so much. I feel like this is a very random video. I never specifically talk on why I love a certain character, but since this is Fruits Basket week on my channel, this is the third video for this week, I thought it'd be fitting to talk about why I love Kyo so much, because there are so many reasons. So in case you don't know, Fruits Basket is a manga and anime series. The manga is actually right here, and I put the volume with Kyo on it specifically for this video. Who am I kidding? I display this volume all the time because I love this character so much. But I am assuming if you're watching this, you do know about this series, since I am specifically talking about a certain character, so I'm just kind of assuming that. But if you have not read Fruits Basket or watched the original anime or the reboot, then you definitely should. I'm just going to say that. Anyway, let's just get into all the reasons why I love this character so much. I kind of touched on the reasons why I loved him and connect to his character so much in my manga review for this series. I do want to go into a lot more detail. I would say that Kyo is the major reason why I do love Fruits Basket so much. Like, of course, I love this series for so many reasons, and all of the characters are amazing, and I really love them all. It's just that Kyo stands out the most to me. It's so funny because usually it would be weird of me to really love a bad boy type of character, because I hate bad boys in books or in any form of media so much. I think they're overrated and come off so much as jerks that I don't see why the love interest or reader could really love them. And when I first saw the anime years ago, because I watched the anime before reading the manga series, I did have those feelings towards Kyo. I'm like, oh, he is way too much of a bad boy. I don't know if I'll ever like this character. And then I turned out to be wrong. The reason why Kyo gets a pass for being a bad boy to me is because he has reasons to have a bad temper. Because of his upbringing and the fact that he's grown up with everyone, including his family, hating him, his reasons for being a jerk sometimes and for being very hostile in social situations are completely valid. And as the series went on, I started to feel like his meanness wasn't truly who he was. Of course, it's a part of him, but I could start to tell that there was more to him that he wasn't letting on, and I could easily see that he was keeping so many things about him hidden, and he was mostly using his bad temper and hostility as kind of a defense mechanism. But then there would be these moments where he would really let his guard down and just be so incredibly sweet. And then it'd be funny because the next moment he'd be like, have like a temper tantrum. But specifically when he's with Toru, I loved seeing that sweet side of him where he's just very kind and very thoughtful, when usually he's not like that at all. And it's not like it's a huge shift in his character. It comes off so naturally, and I loved seeing those moments where he gets really comfortable. And I specifically love how he grew to feel so much more at ease while he was around Toru. It was such a gradual thing that happened in their relationship, and to see that side of him was just beautiful. And I really think the major reason I connect to this character so much is because I see myself in him in so many ways. So I won't go into much of his backstory, since, like I said, I'm assuming you know this series if you're watching this video. You know all about this character. But I will, explain how his backstory leads into how he is nowadays, just so I can tie it into how I connect to him so much. So, as we know, Kyo is the cat from the family, and the cat is shunned by the family, all because he did not join in on the Zodiac banquet because the rat tricked him, telling him the banquet was on another day, and so he didn't attend, and so God shunned him because of that, and the rest of the animals just treat him like an outcast. So every generation, the cat is always made out to be the bad guy, even though they did nothing wrong. It's all because of this folklore that the family hates the cat, which I think is just so messed up. So Kyo was born to be hated, which is just so incredibly sad. He did nothing wrong, but because he's the cat, everyone hates him. Mostly his family just doesn't want anything to do with him. And so, can you even imagine being born and then the moment you're born, everyone hates you? Like, I could not even imagine that for doing nothing wrong. Oh, and throughout the series, I could totally sympathize with Kyo because of that, because this is something that he understands. Like, he knows he's never done anything wrong. He's never done anything to make his family hate him. It's all because of the folklore of the Chinese zodiac that his family just completely shuns him. And throughout the series, you can completely tell that he feels just so depressed over it. He wants a family and he wants to belong somewhere. And yet, the people who are supposed to love him, including his parents, don't, just because of this whole story and tradition, and it's just so heartbreaking. So because of that, that's why Kyo doesn't do well in social situations, is because he is made to believe that everyone he comes across is going to hate him. And so that's why I feel like he really puts up a front and tries to come off as mean, because he knows people are going to hate him anyway. So I think he just has this really bad hostility to everyone because he just automatically thinks, oh, this person is going to hate me, so I'm gonna like lash out at them. And I think that's just what he's used to. So specifically when Toru comes around and he's being so mean to her and she's just being completely sweet, that really takes him off guard because no one has ever treated him with so much kindness. So it's something completely new to him. And what I love most that really makes his character seem like he has so dimension is how he feels about being treated as an outcast. His mental health is just so messed up because of it. He has depression, he's anxious, socially anxious, and for that reason it just made him come off as so realistic. He is one of the most realistic characters I have ever read, just because his response to how he was treated in his childhood and how that has affected him now is so natural and completely realistic that you just can't help but sympathize with him. And I also really love how much hope there is in his character, because he's been through so much and he feels hopeless at the beginning of this series because he's made to believe no one is ever going to love him or that he'll never belong anywhere. But it's when Toru starts showing him how much she really cares for him and she wants him to succeed and she helps him to find the goodness in himself, that's when he starts to become more hopeful. And I really think it goes to show that even if your past or even your present, you're in just total despair or really depressed and feel completely hopeless, there is hope for every situation. And I think that theme was brought out in Kyo's character so beautifully. And his character just really gave me so much hope that whatever situation I'm in, I can overcome it. And that, honestly, no other situation I'm probably ever going to be in is going to be as bad as what Kyo has been through. In comparison, like, my life is like sunshine and rainbows compared to his. I mean, it is just terrible. And so for all these reasons that I've mentioned, that is why Kyo is my favorite character of all time. He has so many layers to him. He's so realistic. I think he encompasses and represents mental health so well, to the point where I found him to be more like a real person. Like, sometimes I really believe Kyo is a real person. That's how just so well developed he is. And I can say for sure I've never connected to a character as much as I've connected to him. He's a bad boy character. I should not connect to someone like that. But once I got to know him and just really understood him, it's just, there's so much more to him than being a bad boy that I just grew to just love him so much. Another reason why I love him is because he is the year of the cat. In fact, there is no year of the cat, but he is the cat in the zodiac in his family, and I love cats so much. I am like just a crazy cat lady, so of course I'm gonna love the cat from this series, and I definitely did. But like I mentioned, I don't just love him because he is the cat, I just really love his character. I also love him because he's very hot. He is my husbando. And now I'm going with an otaku lingo, and that is so cringy, but I know he's just a drawing, but come on, he is just fine as hell. I mean, I'm jealous of Toru because she gets to have him and I don't, and I'm just like, girl, can I like borrow him, please? So those are all the reasons why I love Kyo so much. I mean, it's kind of cringy how obsessed I am with his character, but he will, I think, always remain my favorite character of all time. I have just never connected to a character as much as I have to Kyo, and like sometimes I like cry while I'm like talking about him because he means so much to me. He gives me hope, and he makes me specifically feel understood since he has quite a few mental health issues, and I just feel like I can relate to him so much because of that. And throughout the manga series and the anime too, I could tell how much love and care Natsuki Takia had while creating his character. You can just tell like she really loved this character in this series because so much care and respect went into his character that is just amazing. So thank you, Natsuki, for creating a character that I love so much to the point where I feel like he is such a real person because he is just amazing. In fact, thank you for creating all these characters because they're all amazing, but Kyo will always remain the best. So I think that's all I wanted to say. I was planning to script this video, but then I ended up not doing it and just thought, you know, I'll just do this by the seat of my pants. So hopefully I mentioned everything that I wanted to, but I think I pretty much did. Those are like all the reasons why I love him so much. And if you haven't read this series and are planning to, I'm so excited for you to like get to know Kyo because I am hoping you'll like him as much as I did. In fact, I was just watching a video of a review on the first episode of the reboot, and the person mentioned at the end, because Kyo was introduced in the last 30 seconds of the anime and like that's it, they mentioned that this character seems really cool. I hope he becomes a major part of the story, and I'm like, just you wait. He plays a major role in this series. He is one of the most important characters in this series, so yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of him. So I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have read Fruits Basket or seen the anime, let me know what your favorite character from the series is. I know Kyo was like the ultimate fan favorite, at least from I can tell. So many people love him, but I'd be curious to know if there are any other characters from the series that you love. Just FYI, Momiji is my second favorite character from this series. He is so cute. And if you liked the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for more bookish related videos. Also be sure to follow me on social media because I post a lot on there, and those links will be in the description box. I upload 2 to 3 times a week, and again for the rest of this week, I'll be putting out a Fruits Basket related video every day. Therefore, I will be back tomorrow. So I'll see you really soon. Bye!